A registered supplier is sending a registered supplier, a manufacturer of clothes. He is sending goods to another person for embroidery work or for stitching, or an automobile company sending its spare parts to another person for polishing work, or an IT company is giving the data entry to another person for completing the work. Is this considered as GST or job work? The answer is job work. So in this module, we are going to learn two important sections and the GST treatment related to job work. Job work, the important sections are two, subsection 68 where the job work is defined, and section 143 regarding the process of job work and how the GST is adjusted. So let us first start with the section 268 of CGST Act 2017, CGST Act 2017, where job work is defined. Job work is the treatment or process undertaken by one person on the goods belonging to another registered person. So it's clear. See, for example, a printing press owner, he is sending the completed work to another person for binding. So the principal or the owner is the printing press owner. He is outsourcing the binding work to another person. So the outsourced work is the job workers do. So goods will be always, he is the principal owner, is the owner of the item. The other person, they are outsourcing the work. When they will complete the work, they can raise a bill and they can raise GST for the services they have provided. So this is an important concept. And what all can be come under job work? It can be polishing, it can be embroidery work, binding, painting, manufacturing small items, anything. The outsourcing the work. IT companies will give data entry for, or any software company, they will give data entry for others. So this any outsourced work can come under the job work. Now, why section 143 is important? Section 143 is important because this is dealing with the treatment of job work for GST. Goods can be sent directly from the principal's office or the premises, or directly from the supplier to the job worker. Both are allowed, but there is a time limit for that. If it is input is sent, then within 1 year, the completed work has to come back to the principal. If they are sending capital goods like machinery for automation or anything, within 3 years, the machinery has to come back to the principal. Otherwise, it will be treated as GST and the bill will be raised accordingly. So if this time limit is not followed, this transaction will be considered as GST. It will be considered as supply of goods and GST will be raised. Only when it is considered as job work, they can send the input or capital goods without raising the invoice. And only when the work is completed, the service provider is raising the bill. But another important point is, you have to remember, the job work, the principal has to keep the detailed challan. So whom they are sending the item, when they are sending the item, the time period, the date of sending, the date of receiving, because it's very important within the time limit they have to complete that. So job work is very important concept in GST because every manufacturing company or anybody will make use of this outsourcing facility. And without raising the GST as bill at the time of sending the item, that is without considering it as the supply of goods, they can send the item, but only condition is that within the time period it has to return, and the principal can claim input tax credit also. So these are the important concept regarding job work.